Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Umar with you. Hope you are all doing great. Now going forward, we might have a bullish run or we might be seeing markets going on the higher side. Now there are lots of events in terms of US market, not only in terms of US market, in terms of Indian market also. We have very important data coming out. So the markets are likely to go on the higher side, and of course this is my perspective or this is my outlook. So I may go wrong, right? So that being said, let us see what is happening. First, let me tell, we posted the chart in our Telegram channel 2 weeks before, and we clearly told there is a falling wedge in Nifty, and I'm sure this is justifying, the screen is justifying, and you can see here that there is a falling wedge formation in Nifty, and the probability of the market going higher is is very high, and that is what has happened. So if you go and see the Banknifty chart, Nifty chart, now you can see here this falling wedge, right? If you see here, there is a falling wedge and there was a rejection around 21,250 levels, then 21,600 levels. Then on the higher side, if you see, support was around at 22,000 levels. Again here 22,000 levels, again here 22,000 levels, and we clearly told there is a heavy support at 21,800. So 21,800 should be held in Nifty. If you have not seen that video, I will leave the link somewhere on the upper side, so you can go and watch that. 21,800 is going to be a very good support. Now what has happened on last 2 days, you can see here, if you see this if you see this one, the low was around 21,800. then we saw that Nifty had broken this falling wedge and it went all the way till around 21,000. We are sitting somewhere at around 22,193. now the probability is that the market may change from a falling wedge to a trend line formation. Now you can see here, this is a hourly chart of Nifty, and you can see here there is a rejection at around 22,000. again market went at around 22,200. there was a rejection, then there was a falling wedge. Now this wedge is being broken and the market is likely to go on the higher side. Now where the market will go, that is a $1 million question, right? Now let us say, for example, if there is any bad news, or if the market wants to come on the downside, maybe maximum it will come till around 21,800. so this is a strong support. This is a strong support on Nifty, right? So 21,800 is a very important point. You will have to see what is happening at 21,800, whether bears are very strong or bulls are very strong. I'll also show you some other data, what is happening at around 21,800. we will see what is happening in terms of order flow, what buyers or what sellers are doing at 21,800. now even if it comes down, it might not go below 21,800. so that is my perspective, that is my outlook in terms of Nifty. now if it goes on the higher side, what might happen, right? The question is if it is going on the higher side, what might happen? Now let me tell you, if it is going on the higher side, maximum there is a good support at around 22,600, or let's say 22,500 is a resistance, a strong resistance. so you will have to remember this. After this resistance 22,600 is hit, maybe market may come towards around 22,000 level, but I don't think we are going to see somewhere below 22,000, or let's say 21,500, or let's say even 21,200 or 21,000. we are not going to see those levels anytime soon, is what I am trying to say. So this is in terms of Nifty, and let me tell you, go and show you the volume profile, what is happening in terms of volume, in terms of Nifty, what people are doing in Nifty, so that you can understand, you will get an idea of what is happening, right? So let's say if let me go to Nifty futures and let me go to Nifty continuity futures. This is a volume order flow chart, and this is a daily time frame. Okay, now let me, if you see here, now what is happening is in terms of order flow or what is happening in terms of open interest, where people are writing high number of open interest, is that they are writing somewhere around, you can see here, you can see here there is huge number of, if I highlight this one, you can see here people are writing huge number of calls at around 22,000 level, 1.1 million calls being puts being written at around 22,000 level. So 22,000 to 21,000, right? 22,000 to around 21,800 is a very strong, this is a very strong supply zone. So whenever the market hits, the probability of market going on the higher side is very high, is what I want to say, right? So if the market has to come down, the bears have to or this number, if you can see this number, this bar, this bar is around yesterday's day before yesterday bar. You can see huge number of buyers or huge number of put rating being written, 1,722,000, 1.1 million, 901K, 1.1 million. So huge number of, if you see call writers with, if you compare call writers with put writers, huge number of call writers are there, or let's say huge number of buyers are there. So that's why we have seen market touching around maybe 22,200 or 22,350 levels. And with that being said, even the futures are trading at a premium, so you'll have to remember that. So this is in terms of Nifty. So I am looking somewhere 22,000. Going forward, I am looking somewhere around 22,500 or even 22,600 in the coming days. And if there is not any bad news, and even if there is any bad news, I'm sure the market will ignore the bad news, and maybe we will see a knee-jerk reaction. But in long-term perspective, we are likely to go on the higher side. So that is the Nifty 50 chart. And in terms of Banknifty, what you are seeing here, let me shrink this chart or let me refresh this chart so that you can understand. Let me change this to a daily time frame. Now this is the daily time frame chart. Okay, this is the daily time frame chart, and let me shrink this one. Okay, now if you see here, this is the daily time frame chart, and let me change this to a hourly time frame so that you get a good idea of what is happening. Or let's say we'll have this in daily time frame also, right? If you see it in a daily time frame chart, you can see here lots of things happening around these levels, right? These levels, okay? So if you can see here, there is a trend formation, clearly trend formation, and there is a rejection at around which levels? Around 43,000. Then we are seeing here one rejection, here one rejection. What do we call this? Double bottom, right? After that we are seeing, and we are likely to see, we are sitting at 46,800. Maybe 50K will touch Banknifty in the coming days. Now you know that there was some issues in terms of HDFC Bank, other banks, but I think this HDFC issue or whatsoever is being ignored, and the likelihood of market going on the higher side is very high. So that's what I want to say. And of course, this is all hypothesis, or this is all unproven theory. If there is any bad news, we might see the market coming on the downside. So that's why I'm saying this is all hypothetical, right? So you'll have to remember that 44,800 is going to be a very strong support for Banknifty, and 21,800 is going to be a very strong support for Nifty. And there are various economic news in terms of US market or even Indian market. So let me tell you, let me show you that on Tuesday we have durable goods. If you see here, we have durable goods month on month January. Then we have other data like GDP growth rate on Tuesday, February 27. Then we have GDP growth rate for India Tuesday around 5:30 p.m. India time. Core price index month on month. Then personal income month on month. Personal spending month on month. Then we have other important ISM manufacturing PMI, which is on Friday, March 1st. So there are lots of data in terms of US market and Indian market. So trade carefully, and I would tell that you should be going long in this market. Unless until there is any bad news, the market is not likely to come on the downside, is what I believe. And of course there is a strong disclaimer, so we'll see how things work out. For now we are going to go long in the market, or we will have a delta positive position, so that if we are right, or if whatever my perspective is right, we might catch some profit. In case we are having if in case the market comes down, our delta positive positions will give losses. There is no doubt about that. We'll have to work on that. We'll see what we can do. As of now, looking at the open interest and looking at the other things, looking at the other factors, we believe that the market will go on the higher side, and there is a strong disclaimer. You'll have to do it at your own risk and responsibility. I'll see you in another video. Till then, take care. Bye.